straight away as soon as I'm in. So, yeah, certainly going to be a good one. Around the streets of Jeddah. Very much is it's a packed lobby, 16. So not a bad turnout at all. Everyone's in their lovely Christmas jumper liveries, the multiplayer cars, of course. So not using the teams, just said to everyone, get your multiplayer car, design a Christmas themed livery. I haven't got one, so I'm not racing, obviously. But yeah, going to be a short quali and then 25 lap race. I think that's 50%. It was 50 laps in real life. It was. Otherwise, well, if it's 25%, it'd be 100 laps, and it certainly was not 100 laps. So yeah, long race, but it's just a bit of fun. No championship points on offer. All the championships are wrapped up, tier 2, sprint and tier 1. So good stuff from everyone. Only when is Christmas? It's Saturday, isn't it? Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday. Yeah, so 4 sleeps, 3 sleeps, 4 sleeps, something like that. Something amount of sleeps, X amount of sleeps until Christmas. Certainly can wait. And yesterday was... Actually, no, it wasn't. It was yesterday. Yeah, no. Yesterday was 1 year since my first stream in APPF1. It was a Russia F2 community race, similar to this one actually. So all come full circle. Different game. A lot of new drivers come in. 6 seasons worth of sprint racing. Actually, no. We're not up to now 6 seasons. We've done 5 full seasons in that year. And I've done, I think, 2 seasons of the Tier 1 Championship as well. Bit of the Friday ones before, while our previous commentator was sort of a bit unreliable, similar to how I've been recently as well. But at least I let the people know I was gone. But yeah, we got a short qualifying then, followed by a 50% race around the Jeddah. It's a fantastically fast circuit. I do not know any of the corner names. I've hardly driven it, let alone commentated on it. So it's going to be a learning curve for me, as well as all of the other drivers. You can see a lot of green, red, bit of yellow as well on people's liveries. Obviously, in light of the Christmas spirit, Lifebout has gone for a blue or white, one of the two. I'm very much colourblind. This is TTV Max, the youngster. Let's see his twist on the old Christmas jumper. I can see a lot of white, green, and a bit of red. This is I actually haven't seen the pit lane. You really do come out a really awkward place in that chicane. But yeah, let's have a little look at his livery, if it gives us a nice view of it. That is pretty cool. I like the colours, very dashing, I suppose you could say. But yeah, Jeddah, an incredibly fast and flowing circuit, and the walls are never ever too far away from you. I've got to be on it. There's, I think, there's 3 DRS zones, so a lot of straights. This awesome banked corner, you can really just chuck the car in and it sticks because of that banking. And then you've really got to be careful with the throttle on the exit. Just got to make sure that you don't let the car run out too wide. Then through this long right into the left, again into another chicane, very fast chicane, easy again to extend the track. So you've got to be on your toes. And yeah, just a massive portion of this circuit is taken off full speed, but you need the downforce as well. It's a balance between downforce and straight line speed, because through those S's you do not want a car that's floaty on the rear end. You put a low downforce setup on around here, that rear end is going to be all over the place. You try and flick it to the left, flick it to the right, flick it to the left again, your rear end is going to be absolutely gone. But through the final corner for Max, needs to get a good launch. This is the most imperative launch of the circuit, because you've got this long straight down and towards turns 1 and 2, the chicane, where we've seen a lot of drama already in only one Formula 1 race. Looking for the 100 board, down to probably about 3rd or 2nd. Really awkward turn 2. It's quite a tight corner, but you want to take it quite quick. Through turn 3, this quick left-hander in towards 4 and 5. Beautiful corners to take. You've just got to chuck it blind, and you can see Max being a little bit tentative. all the way through 5, just got to keep it tight, and then again through 6 and 7, you've just got to let the car stick and do its thing, let it roll out to the edge of the circuit, and then really control it with the gear changes going down. And then DRS open as he heads towards the banked corner, looking for that 50 board. You've just got to chuck the car in and trust that it sticks, hit that curb, and then just run it out to the edge of the circuit. Try not to get the rear end out too much. Very easy to do, of course, and when the walls are not that far away, full commitment through there, but just not enough through the second part. Again, slow in, fast out is the story around this circuit. You do not want to be chucking it into corners, then getting another pulling exit. Very easy mistake to make. But for Max, seeming to be a pretty decent lap so far. Good banker, of course. And he'll only gain more confidence as the session goes on, because, yeah, you do not want to crash out on your first lap, pushing too hard around Jeddah. You've just got to make sure you settle in, get a decent lap time under your belt. Down the gears in towards third. Again, late apex, get that good exit, run it out to the edge of the track, don't do a Max Verstappen. And then DRS open already uses deploy, so hasn't got anything on the run to the line. So 1:30.689. Waiting for a couple more people to finish off their laps. This is Ghost, 3-time sprint champion and 2-time tier 1 runner-up. He definitely knows his way around a circuit. Can he negotiate the new streets of Jeddah? Never had a league race around here before in APPF1. Rick goes quickest with the 1:29.527. The Dutchman finished third in the tier 1 championship for season 3. Very quick, just got really unlucky in that final race. Definitely could have taken it, but wasn't quite on the pace in Brazil. Ghost ending off the lap here now towards the hairpin. Wow, Rills with a 28.9 goes even quicker than Rick, 6/10 quicker in fact than the Flying Dutchman. And I don't think I've ever commentated on Taravillo, so yeah, welcome sight. But Ghost goes even quicker, 5/10 for Ghost as he goes to a 28.454. Still only their first lap, still a lot of people to set their laps, but certainly promising. And a special shout out to Davila. It's his last league race for a while. In APPF1, he goes 5th fastest of the 5 to set a lap on the medium tyres though, so definitely has a little bit more pace in the tank. But yeah, so special mention to Davila. He's been here definitely since I've been here. He's had a long time before that. Certainly one of the OGs for APPF1, and he's achieved a lot. Would have been nice if Ghost gave us a nice little stats package for him, so I could have read it off a little bit, like race wins, starts, things like that. But yeah, podiums and race wins have certainly gone Davila's way. He could have probably had a good shot at the Tier 1 Championship had he not missed a couple of races, but he will be missed. So hopefully tonight can be a fantastic send-off for him, and he can steer clear of trouble and have a good race. QB, this is a nice livery. I do quite like the colour mix here. What is it? Let's have a quick look. I think it's a nice purple with the metallic grey and a red. I do quite like that. Good stuff from QB. We'll have a little look on everyone's liveries. Yeah, that is really nice. Obviously not a lot in the way of sponsor decals, but still pretty cool. Ghost goes even quicker, now extending that to an 8/10 gap to Taravillo with a 28.158. Pretty good stuff. But yeah, QB, that's very nice livery. We'll go on board. This is Hartman. Again, a nice livery because of the green and the white. Really do complement each other well. And then that nice stroke of sort of a very dark red in the middle. And it's sort of it's nice and metallic, nice and glittery. So it does give you that Christmas vibe. Do quite like that. I'm sort of the livery connoisseur. I sound a lot like Lewis McGlade at the moment, but yeah, they are pretty nice. Considering how limited we are in terms of livery editing on the Formula 1 game, you can still get some nice ones. This is a nice one from Lifeboat, the blue. Was some it's a George Russell special livery. Didn't know they had those. Tapped the wall on the exit of the hairpin, so certainly not ideal. Doesn't give him any extra talent, but certainly makes him look cool while he's doing it. Tier. Oh, this is interesting. It's nice blacked out with some green spots. On his run to the line, gives it that sort of, I guess, Christmas Eve feel to it. Goes P7 with a 31.111, 4 ones in the 6 digits of the time. But yeah, it looks quite nice. Not exactly the light, bright colours of Christmas that you'd normally expect, but it's a nice touch, sort of the whole Christmas Eve thing. Do quite like it. yeah, a lot of stuff going into this. Very, very, very good stuff. This is Sumo. He's got. I'm interested. Actually, I hope we get a good look at this. Obviously, the typical green, red, but the nice pattern on that livery really does go well. Looks like some wrapping paper. So, again, fitting for the occasion, certainly. Everyone, it seems like a lot of people around him on the 87. Was that a touch to Davila? Oh no, that's 97. I would have said 87. This is a good number. So yeah, he's on his flying lap. He's negotiating the final couple of corners. In fact, he's invalidated his lap, so he's got the recharge on. Rick, P4 at the moment. He's 1.4 seconds off pole position and is looking to improve upon that. APPF1, P11. He's gone for a more all-green livery. Unless he's got some on the side pods, has he? He has. That is the yellow touch with some red on the side pod. Do really like that as well. The yellow, green, and the red really do complement each other quite well. Not typically a combination you'd expect, but yeah, that yellow accent, just that trim around the colours, very, very nice. So we've got some good liveries on show. Do let me know what your favourites are in the comments in the live chat. I am taking a look. As I say, I'm now loading up the live chat. But yeah, thanks to everyone watching. We've got 9 minutes and 3 seconds left to go. Happy Formula 1, happy Christmas time. Certainly is so weird on daylight. It is. Hopefully we've got a night race. I mean, it is. The sun is setting on the streets of Jeddah. MX has joined us, thankfully. And that's the thing, it's a big kerfuffle. We just saw their lifeboat trying to get out of the way of AP. Goes purple to the middle sector, in fact, as he chucks it through this fast flowing chicane to the left, to the right, then back to the right. Very easy, in fact, for the car to step out there. DRS, that rear wing opening, extra 20 kph in excess of nearly 200 miles an hour as he approaches the final corner. Then you slam on the anchors, braking very late for quite a tight corner. Third gear, get that late apex beautifully done from AP. Certainly knows what he's doing around the Middle Eastern circuit. Probably one of his 50th home Grand Prix as he comes across the line. Goes P2, 28.649, very respectable time, still 5/10 off Ghost, which just goes to show the monumental speed that Ghost has got in that car. Yeah, hi everyone, love the Zanny Connors wacky races, certainly so. One Wing, Merry Christmas to you too, and that is a shame, but at least you're in the live chat, you're watching along with us. Bit of a chilled, laid back stream. But certainly will still be a good race. It's going to be weird. We don't really know the overtaking opportunities. Of course, the wall is it's so constricting. You really are scared to go for a move, especially through the fast left. You're not going to go for a move through the tight and, well, through the fast and twisty sections on a track with loads of runoff, purely because of that risk that you're going to get turned across. But more so around Saudi Arabia, you get turned across, you're getting both spun out and put into a wall, and quite possibly rammed into the side of and T-boned by a lot of other people as well. Davila at the moment P10 on his final qualifying session for the time being, but he's on the soft tyres. He's looking to improve upon that. You can really use a lot of the track through there, but again, it's just about getting that confidence, making sure you set the first bit up so you can carry that momentum. It's all about rhythm and momentum, I find, around Jeddah. Once you get one corner right, you really do settle in well for the rest of it, and then as soon as you get one mistake, one snap, it then just all crumbles down very, very quickly. Looking for that 50 board, as always, down to 5th gear, then once again on 4th, just to bite that car in, then get that throttle down, let the car stick on the exit. Beautiful stuff from Davila. And then in towards this next chicane, a little bit deep, having to use a little bit more of the curb than he would have liked, and then tapping the wall for good measure on the exit. That's the thing, fine margins. It was a very small mistake, probably only a slight lockup to tell him that he's on the limit. And on this occasion went over the limit. Once again, going into the chicane, another small lockup, very easy to do. But you still using the limit of the circuit. DRS open once more, 6 minutes left to go. 2/3 of the way through this session. And then looking for that 100 board. Can he improve? Of course he's going to improve upon a 32.0, but how much so? Can he get himself into the top 7? Bumblebee goes second place, 28.400. I believe that is our tier 2 champion, showing his mettle amongst some of the quicker guys. P9 for Davila, a 36.66. But yeah, Bumblebee, great stuff from him. Let's have a look at his livery. Probably, again, green and red, but very different stuff. I think, well, I'm not particularly best at distinguishing colours from other colours. Very awkward with the shades, but yeah, that looks like a nice metallic red. The streaks across the green, very nice. And Ghost, have we even seen Ghost livery? Yeah, no, we haven't. That yellow across the side pod looks really cool. He's on his lap as well. Well, he was on his lap before he invalidated it. With 5 minutes left to go, looking to improve upon it. Tier also looking to improve upon that, getting a bit of a tow from the car in front. It is Ghost in towards the final corner. Ghost moves nicely out of the way, so Tier won't benefit off the slipstream down the back pit straight. And then DRS open as he hurdles his way towards the line. What's it going to be for him? Is he going to be an improvement? It is. Goes to P9, knocks Davila down to P11. Tinos, P8, Rick down to P7. He needs to improve. And Sumo up into P5 as well. Not a bad effort from him. Taravilo finally gets back up into P2. Finally starting to close that gap to Ghost. The gap now less than 1/10 of a second between the two. So Taravilo definitely going to give Ghost a run for his money. In qualifying at the very least, we know how good Ghost is when it comes to the race, especially those second stints when he straps on those new tyres, usually mediums or hards, and he just absolutely flies. As MX joins us for qualifying, he's down in P15. He's only going to get a couple of shots at a qualifying session. Good livery. Again, I like these metallic looks, especially when they glow under the lights. The green looks really cool. Couple that with the red. Yeah, looks pretty damn snazzy indeed. Unfortunately, MX has invalidated this run, so we go on board with Wumax again. Wumax, I think he's just top my favourite. That is a very nice livery. That is, wow. Yeah, the white and then obviously all the Christmas colour streaking across, very flowing. Yeah, I think Wumax is top my table at the moment. That is beautiful. What do you guys think? 7 people watching. Pleasure to have you all, of course. But yeah, Wumax, top dog at the moment. Haven't seen everyone's, of course. But it seems to be pretty similar stories. I like Tier's idea of sort of the Christmas Eve. Whether that's what he was going for, I'm not sure. But yeah, certainly a nice idea. But yeah, Wumax, good stuff. Love that. So we'll go on board with Ghost in these closing stages. The top 4 separated by 0.5 of a second. That's not much in it. A big gap, of course, but around a circuit where you can definitely just put more on the limit and gain a lot more time. 0.5 can come down very quickly, especially since as it's a new circuit. You sort of become more accustomed to it. You find where the limit is. You actually work out where you're going. That was my biggest deal with learning Saudi. Is you don't actually know where you're going for quite a lot of the lap. So you've just got to predict when the next corners are, eyeball it a little bit. So the more laps you do, you know where you're going. You can sort of then put more into it, go for it a little bit more, find more time, and it certainly does plummet down. We'll ride on board with Ghost then as he goes for his final flying lap. Qualifying. His final flying lap, probably in APPF1 of the year, rounding off 2021. Hopefully for him with a pole lap. 28.158 he's got to improve upon. Can he do it? Starting the lap now all the way to the right hand side for the 3-time sprint champion. Looking for that 100 board. Down the gears. 3rd gear, 2nd gear. Hook that curb brilliantly. And again for turn 2. He's got a bit of traffic to contend with. Hopefully that dirty air isn't going to affect him too much. In towards turn 4. Just got to flick it in. 5th gear. Use that curb through turn 5 into 6. Again, it's all about momentum. It's all about that flow. Flick it through. Doesn't even bother downshifting. Goes a little bit wide though. He's invalidated it. And again, over the limit just for Ghost. That was a good first sector until that slight mistake. He's got the time to go again. Has he got the tyre life to go again? Bumblebee, similar story through turns 5 and 6. But again, that rear end getting a bit out of shape, maybe not running enough downforce. You can just see how on the limit those tyres are. The car really leaning as he goes through with those lateral G-forces, which, yeah, if the real life drivers, props to him. The strain on the neck must have been absolutely huge. But as Kington goes through the bank corner, he's currently P3. 2/10 will see him into P2. Another 10th or so will see him into P1. With Sumo P5, Kington P6. Who else can improve? Lifeboat moving out of the way. Be nice to see if we could, like, actually, for the new F1 game, if we could get the comparisons right relative to everyone else, like they do in real life F1, so we don't have to keep flicking through. 2.5 tenths though for Bumblebee. This is looking to be a stellar lap. Can it be a provisional pole? If he can keep it together, certainly looking very likely. Just needs a little bit more improvement to this final sector. DRS open. He's catching another car. AP has retired. Is that a crash on circuit? Taravello moves out of the way. And in towards the final corner for his final lap. Bumblebee, can he go into that top step and give him that perfect start, perfect run in towards turn 1? Shortest run as possible to the line, nearly invalidating his lap. Only P2, but he gets himself onto the front row. Half a tenth in it for Bumblebee, but certainly a stellar lap indeed. A 28.211. Rills going to now start his final lap. So too with Ghost. Pouse, unfortunately with that crash, only going to be P4 unless Rick can say anything about it. He's, yeah, well, very close to him. Literally, what is that? We'll round it to 4/100ths of a second. 37 thousandths of a second between the two. Sumo not too far back either. Is Ghost improving though? No, he's not. He's invalidated once more, so he needs to hope that Taravillo has invalidated. Indeed he has, so it looks very likely that Ghost is going to get himself on the onto the top step. Hello Scott, hello Kian. Pleasure to have you in. Nice of you to tune in. I hope I pronounced that right and it's not some different pronunciation. Kian, do correct me. I'm sorry. I'm assuming so. But yeah, pleasure to have you both in. Hopefully we can APPF1 can put on a good show for you. Season 3 sprint champion is Scott Marshall. Stellar stuff, beating out the absolute alien that is Vardy in a tense season finale that we always have in APPF1. But it seems though that Ghost is going to get himself on pole, and SMX can do anything about it across the line. No, only P10, 29.648. Considering he hasn't had many laps, yeah, not the best. As he goes across the line, lifeboat, and it's running off the grid for P17. So yeah, a bit of an anticlimactic again because the top 3 sort of bottled their final lap, so did Pals. But yeah, Ghost on pole position for the final APPF1 race of 2021. Oof, this is going to be a good race, I think. Christmas jumper, of course. There's not a lot at stake. No sort of pressures, no championship to play for, but still nice to win. Still nice to round off this a great year of racing that we've had with a high note. And of course, going into the new year with the new seasons of Tier 1 and the sprint, certainly something to look forward to. So hopefully this is sort of a teaser, a taster to what is to come. We've got a big mix of drivers of all different abilities. We've got the Tier 2 champion. Well, he's up there with Ghost at the moment. He's less than half a tenth off Ghost at the moment. He won the Tier 2 championship, and he's not far off a Tier 1 championship contender and a 3-time sprint championship winner. So yeah, Ghost, the only multiple sprint champion, the only driver to do it back to back as well. He's certainly something. Definitely given him a couple of good races in my time when I've decided to step out of the commentary booth, leave Sumo with all the Freddo wrappers and everything on the floor, and go down there, give it something for me. We've got Wilhelm Kaufmann, Martin Gills, Aaron Barnes. Very, yeah, the names the game gives the AI. Just very random. That is a weird spelling of Aaron. You always say it's spelled Aaron, not Aaron. Very weird. Very strange. Oh well. We've lost Sumo. He's gone out of the session, and hopefully he can get back in before the start of the race because he's starting P6. He's definitely got a good chance. So hopefully we can see him back in very quickly. Just waiting for qualifying to end now, and then we'll go through the final grid order of the year. The Christmas jumper race, of course. Still, I have to say, Wumax is, yeah, that livery is stunning. The gradient of how everything sort of fizzles out back to the white, and just how everything Comes together, it looks very cool. It looks like a peppermint, but multicoloured. So very cool. Yeah, WooMax. I think. Wait, are they just the Hungarian colours? I think they are, because the sort of the Christmas colours of red, green, and white are the Hungarian flag colours. So suits WooMax to wear his flag as well as celebrate Christmas with us. And he'll start this race from P15. Hopefully he can go forward, because WooMax does give us a lot of action. He's got on the podium a couple of times. Can't quite remember if he's ever won a race. Bulgarian, that one. Either way. Bulgarian, Hungarian. They both end with Rian, so I'll just gaslight you into. I said Bulgarian. I don't know what you mean. With a glitch lobby, we'll go through the grid order anyway, because this is how it stands up. Ghost gets pole position. The top three separated by less than a tenth of a second. Bumblebee, the tier 2 champion, will join him on the front row with Taravilo in P3. Paus rounds off the second row with Rick, the Flying Dutchman, rounding off the top 5. 5 tenths back then to Sumo in P6 with Kington P7. Eat My Dust in P8 with Tinos P9 and MX P10. Davila, for his final race, will be the first of those outside the top 10 to get the free choice of tyre. Could see him as a good contender for the midfield. Tier in P12 with Hartman P13. Max 14th with WooMax the Bulgarian in P15. GB P16, Lifebout 17th, rounding off the grid. 5.5 seconds off pole position. Hopefully that's not going to be a testament to his actual race pace, and he can go forward a little bit more. Fingers crossed. We'll have to wait and see. Carl Hartman, let's go. Merry Christmas, everyone. Of course, yeah, hopefully everyone has a good holidays, even if they don't celebrate Christmas, just to have a nice time off. The only American. Nah, well, you got to do you lot proud, haven't you? Is there something I'm missing? Ten seconds to start. That's not the livery I'm using on my screen. Oh, well, that is awkward, isn't it? Here we go then for the formation lap. We got everyone on the grid. Predictive pit stop strategy then. Soft to medium or soft to hard. We know how much strategy influenced the real life race. But yeah, Ghost will lead us round. With Bumblebee in second. We've already gone through the grid. Ooh, Taravillo's got a nice livery. Didn't actually see it. That's a nice gradient as it goes from sort of the metallic green, especially under the lights. Good stuff. Good stuff from Taravillo. Yeah, that nice swoosh back to the white. It goes from the red on the front wing to the green to the white. Very nice. Not as good as WooMax's. Not quite as good. Rick's got a nice one, actually. But yeah, everyone's done really well with their liveries, I think. Yeah, Sumo looks like the car's been wrapped up. Hopefully he can get a lovely present when he gets back into the lobby, when he actually... which is, you know, a podium when he gets back into the lobby. Kington, not a bad one per se, but sort of the blocky texture, it's not it for me, unfortunately. In My Dust, what's he... Where is he? There he is. He looks like a sort of a Christmas camouflage on that car. Hopefully people will actually see him coming. Does help. Tinos, yeah, again a nice one. The metallic look. MX has got a good one. I think we've seen Davila's. Again, basic green. His final race, of course. Hopefully he can get to the checkered flag and in a good position. Ah, yeah, well, Tier's not using this livery, so again, it's not going to be the whole Christmas Eve thing, like I said. But it was me trying to make something up. Hartman, the only American on the grid. Again, similar livery to a lot of other people. Max has looked quite cool, but here's WooMax's. Beautiful stuff. Chef's kiss to that one. 10 people watching, perfect timing for all of you now joining. QB, I like, yeah, he's the one with the purple, isn't he? This is a lovely one. As a car stopped. It's Eat My Dice going very slowly. Yeah, Ghost rounding the final corner now, lining himself up on pole position. I think it's the left-hand side or the right-hand side, one of the two. He's got a clear run down in towards turn number 1, that chicane. So if you can get a run on the outside, it quickly becomes the inside. That curb is a lot lower than it is in real life, so you can sort of get away with it. Pull into the right-hand side then, on the soft compound tyres. Can he convert this into a race win? Can Bumblebee say anything to him? Taravillo as well. I think anyone inside probably the top 5 definitely has a good shout with this race. 25 laps ahead of us then, the final race of 2021. The APPF1 Christmas jumper race. Nice way to end it off. Nice little community race where we all get together, have a bit of fun. No championship, no points at stake. That's all done and dusted. We've settled our champions. Now who can win the Christmas race and go into the holidays as the latest race winner. The final race winner of 2021 will be decided in 25 laps time. As soon as those 5 red lights come on and then go out. Still waiting. Everyone's stars are going to be in an absolute fridge. Probably going to be a very tentative start when we get going. Still waiting. still waiting. Yeah, this is a little bit awkward. Done all that hyping up, building the tension, and then it's just done this. And we've still got black lights above the drivers' heads. Not quite sure as to what's going on. Is it because maybe a sumo joined back? That's what's glitched it out. Something's happened. Which, yeah, oh well. Let's have a quick trip to the Discord, and if I hear the lights coming on, I'll quickly drop my phone. Yeah, oh no, is certainly the correct reaction from Nightboat and from Ghost. As Rick, yeah, certainly everyone else's reaction as well. We want to get going, even though we don't want the year to end. We want to get the race going, so we're not stood here. Well, I'm stood up. I sat down for qualifying, give my legs a rest. But for the race, got to be stood up. Got to have the tyres are at 60 degrees. Yeah, they are in a fridge. I think, correct me if I'm wrong, we're probably going to have to go for a restart. Ghost and Sumo still loading on my screen. So it's Ghost and Sumo. It's their fault. Honestly, guys. Get it together. Because I think it's because Ghost is host and because Sumo lagged out during qualifying. Every car just idling at the moment. I think they're Ferrari engine, the multiplayer cars. I'm not entirely sure. Either that or the Mercedes. I don't think they're Honda, because the Honda has a very distinct gargle as you downshift. Very nice gargle. I do really like the Honda engine. Rick, yeah, he's not happy. Really is not happy. Can I get a cup of tea? That is a mood, to be fair. That is an absolute mood. Gotta love a cup of tea. Though I've spent way too much money on McDonald's hot chocolates over the last 21 days. Over the last 3 weeks. I spent too much money on McDonald's in general, but yeah, hot chocolates especially. Gotta love a hot chocolate with some whipped cream, marshmallows as well for Christmas. Can't beat it, can you? Also bought myself a nice Formula 1 Christmas jumper that I wore to school. It was very nice. So I'm going to wear that on Christmas Day as well. Get myself prepared, you know. Hopefully everyone... hopefully Father Christmas delivers you everything you want. If you're on the good list. And yeah, you can just celebrate the holidays with your family. Spend some quality time with them. Where's the delay? It's because the lobby has glitched, so we're just gonna... I think we're gonna restart the lobby and go again. My dash says sometimes to 51 degrees. Well, Rick, certainly isn't good, is it? Hey Speed, how you doing, man? Pleasure to have 10 people watching. It's really, really good. Some of the highest numbers we get, we usually average around 5 or 6. 12 now, good timing from all the... I think it's because all the drivers are coming to tune in while they wait for the lobby. How's everyone doing? Oh wait, no. And my game's crashed. Brilliant.